thought that fishing with the blunderbuss was a good idea. May have been slightly mistaken, or an absolute genius. What's next? Hunting with a desert eagle? Actually, I can get behind that. I can definitely get behind that. Go around to Dinko's and just start shooting up the place. Yeah, that sounds nice.
Everything changes.
So to start off the episode, we're going to head on off and do a little bit of a Gregorovic. I'm going to try and go for that pet drop, a juicy pet drop. As I mentioned at the end of the last episode, I'm going to be doing a little bit less of this pet hunting. We're probably going to save that until a little later on down the line. Right now I want to really concentrate on getting those cash monies sitting in the bank, in the inventory, as you'll see a title of the video. I'm sure you can guess kind of what's going to be coming up a little bit later on. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Could all be a hoax. So yeah, in terms of the pets, I mean, we'll be slowing down a little bit. That and God Wars 2 is becoming slightly dull, and other bosses are becoming slightly more alluring to me. And the drops themselves, the value are dropping significantly every single day. They're just continuously dropping, so it isn't all that profitable anymore. So yeah, this is just a short trip I did at the beginning to kick it all off. Really, it was only an hour, and then we'll do a PC in a second here to see exactly how much we made. So after an hour of doing a Gregorovic, let us PC our lootifications to see, get a gauge of how much we get per hour. So we got 318 bee staffs, 64 uncut diamant, 9 dragon stones, 71 rune ore, 1,749 coal, 97 R bars, 9 kite shields. The D-bones did not get from that one. Plate legs, rune full helm 20, and then we got this essence thing as well. I don't know how that myself for, and 46 raw sharks. So let's do a PC to see roughly how much we make. 2.2 mil for the battle staff straight from the get-go. Diamond's nice. The rune ore, the coal, the rune bars coming in at 1.3 mil. Kite shield coming in at 200k. The legs coming in at 845k. The rune full helm 375k. And then the sharks is 41k. And then the essence apparently is a mil. So 7.5 mil. That's a lot. That's good. Alright, let's get back to it. Next we have our first Reaper task of the day, which is actually Court Beast. And it's funny, I haven't been to Court Beast since Divine was worth about 600 mil. So it was kind of refreshing to come back here, in a way. I remember way back in the day when Wooks would solo Court Beast, and the crowd went wild. That was some pretty epic times, but now, I just kind of went on in there not thinking anything of it, and it's only when I got in there when I realised, so wait a minute, actually, this guy isn't all that much of a pushover, but it's definitely a fun boss, and it's a shame that it doesn't have any more lootifications. I think if they gave it a graphical overview, it would look really, really awesome as well. Another point to make out for that boss. But yeah, another thing coming up with this episode is we're getting pretty close to 300 Reaper points, so we'll be able to hook up and get that nice Hydrix. So just finishing up this one here, then we'll move on to a little bit of an upgrade. As mentioned, as we can see here, it's time for a bit of an upgrade. I think it's time to get rid of these gloves, and I'll invest in some Death Touch bracelet. The Death Touch bracelet itself, just to give you a little overview of what it does, it bought there for a nice 29 mil. Wait, is that 29? Which I can't really see. To give you a little bit of an overview of what it does exactly, is it reflects damage to your target, and it degrades over time. It's a degradable item, as is all the Hydrix items in and of themselves, like the Ring of Death and the Ami of Salt. But also, I believe I invested in here in a Reaper necklace. Now, Reaper necklace has to be one of the best things I've invested in a long time. Especially at Araxxi, like, you just don't miss. It's just impossible to miss, which is awesome. What it does, the description for it is it gives you, for each stack, it stacks up to 30 times. For each stack, gives you 0.1% accuracy. So up to 30 stacks, it's up to 3%. extra accuracy, which doesn't seem like a lot, but you combine that off with the Supreme Sharpshooter, it really is just, you know, incredible. And it is a little bit, the stats are a little bit less. I think each the combat stats are 10 less than the Army of Souls. But overall, if you had to compare them, and especially considering I'm not using Soul Split at Araxxi, it is very much worth the while. So with all these nice juicy upgrades, I think it's time to head on off and do a little bit of Araxxi himself. So let's see what we can get out of this. The way that I wade through this is generally scary. Terminate, terminate, terminate. Oh dear. Alright. Good. So for Araxxi, this is where I realised that I'm just going to put the drops here in the background as I talk over it. As you see, there's nothing very significant. The onyx bolts there, I mean onyx gems, rubies, whatever they're called. Onyx is very nice there. But yeah, anyway, this is where I realised how overpowered the Reaper necklace is. It makes it easier and easier. Now, it's been a little while since I last, when I say a little while, I mean it's been like a couple of weeks since I last did Araxxi, so I had to kind of test myself a little bit, see how high we can go. And I think on this particular day, these are not all the kills here. There's going to be some more later on in the vid. But I think we got up to 208% in rage, so still got it until we died, which was my B. I think I died because of I got cleaved, and when you get cleaved at that kind of in rage, it's an insta-gib basically. I think what I did is I accidentally clicked Law Spider instead of trying to click away from him, and then I lost a game tick, and that game tick was my death. But yeah, so Araxxi being the best money in the game as far as I'm concerned, along with Rots. Without the luck factor into it, it averages out about 20 mil an hour. So I've heard from basically the legs, and now it's probably even more with that very lucrative, delicious blade coming up. Anyway, I got a little bit of a live clip here, not this kill, the next kill, for you guys, because we potentially got a bit of a drop. Alright, and for kill number 4 or 3, oh my days, there it is. It only took like 3 kills to get it. Why didn't it show in the chat? 4 kills, sorry. Ah, yes, winning. Winning. Nice, and some overloads. And some magic seeds. Thank you. Thank you, mate. Shit all. Alright, let's move on to the next path. Oh man, that is super satisfying. Thank you. I hope the double leg announcement is a troll. I didn't see any announcement. Kappa, my Kappa. Alright, let's move on. So as we just saw, we got the mid part of the leg, which is pretty sweet. 1 down, 2 to go. Anyway, next up we got a bit of raids for you guys. Coming up, get that one out of the way. There it is. Ruby Lover. It's slightly worrying, actually. Someone called Ruby Lover and they got that on their back. Like, what's that even used for? What even is that? Let's be honest with ourselves. Do you know what it is? I don't want to know. Actually, I don't want to know at all. I'm leaving. I'm leaving right now. Let's get out of here. Alright, so moving on to the raids portion of this video. As we can see here, starting off with the BM, of course. Yep, I think, you know, in the entire time that I've been doing raids, well, as we just saw there, in fact, the entire time that I've been doing raids, which is a good, I'd have to say, I think it's 34 kills or so, into Beastmaster, and about 27 kills, or 26 kills, into Yakimaru. This is the second actual drop that I've gotten. The first one was the Ranger boots, and now this, so that's pretty good. And then coming up now with the Yakimaru kill. So for this one here, unfortunately, we don't receive anything significant. But the larger Gobi Charm is very nice, as well as the techie there, which is a nice amount, as well as the battle staffs, which is going to be a big play into my loots as we sell it towards the end of the video here, which is super nice. So yeah, that's good. 1 day later. Okay, so starting off at day number 2 of this video, as I record over 2 days. Here we have a Reaper task, which is the twins themselves, which is always a nice, easy, quick Reaper task, but this is also going to be the Reaper task that's going to get us over that nice 300 Reaper points, which will allow us to purchase that Hydrix, god damn it, I always forget the name of it, the Hydrix, oh god, you know, the big monies, big cash monies. I said it earlier in the episodes anyways, so that's going to allow us to do that. I think as far as the drops from these guys themselves, they are still really good money. It's just their significant drops, the swords and the essence, as you'll see at the end of the video, really does not sell for much. I didn't get any of the swords, spoiler, but as you can see right there, I got the essence, so you'll see that it really does not sell for very much. But the Wine of Zamorak and the Infernal Ashes seems to be at a pretty stable rate, which is very good. So it's definitely worth camping and farming if you're trying to get some money that way. If you want the pets, it's a nice way to do it, a nice way to get it. I mean, me, luckily, Lady Luck has shone that day, as I received both pets within 66 KC. So the first one at 25 KC and the second one at 66 KC. So that was pretty good. These guys, when you get them for Reaper tasks, they'll grant you 18 Reaper points and 17k Slayer XP. So it's considered one of the top tiers for the Reaper tasks itself. So as we're finishing up this kill here, that's it, it's done for the Reaper task itself. Now let's head on over and pick up that Hydrix as we enter into Death's Realm. Death, old buddy, old pal. Those breadcrumbs didn't come for nothing, you know. Ah, yes, incomplete Hydrix. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Are you sure you want to do it? Yes, I was born sure. Thank you kindly, sir. It's been good doing business. Look at you. Look at you with your hands like that. You're like a mafia. You tapping your things. God. Also, do your hands, you don't have any fingers, do you? No, you do not. You do not own any fingers. Well, you're clearly not human. Anyways, thanks for the gem. Nice, that's a happy 27 mil in the bank. So, moving back onto some more Araxxi and Araxxi to finish off the episode here. Again, like I mentioned, trying to get some more of this in to get that nice max cash stack. So, without further ado, I bring to you this. And up next we get... Oh, are you kidding me? Right there, baby. 2 in 1 day. Oh, my damn. Oh, my god. Oh, it's there. Right there. How many kills is that? Like piece hype, exactly. We just did like 6 earlier on, and we've just done 4, I think. So within 10, we got 2 pieces of the leg. Oh, yes. Fuck yes. Oh, yes. Banku. Bank that shit. Put it in the bank. Tasty. I want to go look at it again in the bank in a secure location that's not surrounded by spiders. Ah, so beautiful. Man, today has just been, or the last 2 days, just been 2 good days. Like, look at these lutations here. So juicy-licious. Excellent. We still got the eye. The eye, at this present moment, the eye is only adding on 1.3 mil to the to the leg itself. But we'll try and push out some blades, see what we can get. But nice. Now we don't have to do the shitty path anymore. Good. Winning. Excellent. Yeah, so as we just saw, 2 leg pieces in 1 day. The luck was real and very much appreciated, to be honest. I mean, it took me 220 kills to get my first leg completed. Then within the space of about 27 kills, I think it's been, we managed to get 2 legs or so. I don't know the exact number, but it's been around 25 to 30 kills. We managed to get 2 more leg pieces, so that's sweet. We're going to continue on trying to get the blade piece as well as just the general drops, as we're seeing in the background here, which also add up to a lot of very nice tasty lutations. Okay, so this is going to be the last kill here. and then to finish up the day, we normally do, we'll sell the loots and see how much we get. The eye at this current moment, being the 15th of April, only adds on 1.6 mil to the leg itself. So we'll see. We'll probably try and get that blade, which is adding on 64 mil at the moment. Other noticeable drops that we got is the Onyx bolts, of course, the 697 battle staff, which is fairly ballerific, to be honest with you. Okay, just your usual good stuff. Some rune bolts there. This is from our core beast. The incomplete Hydrix, nice, we got that one finally. We've got a couple of the uncut onyx, some Serenic scales, a couple of regen bracelets, the essences, and then the Mazcab ability codex. It's funny, out of the about 40 Beastmaster kills and 26, or is it 26 or 27? I think it's 27 now, actually. 27 Yakamura kills. I could be wrong. Yakamura kills. We have only managed to get one pair of boots and this single ability codex. But, you know, can't complain. There's 18 mil in the bank there. So let's take everything out and sell up. Before we do that, let's put away our cash monies as we deposit into the bank 194,791,070 J-pixels, so we can get an accurate representation of what we actually get. Ooh. Alright, so as we can see, let's just take a look at our history here. No, that's sets. No, that was history, I was correct. The essences sell for absolutely nothing now, which is kind of funny. Yeah, these ones sell for like... Oh no, actually these ones sell for 800k each. This one's like 108k, the Zamarakin one. Uncut Hydrix sell for 22 mil. The ability Kotek sell for 17.6 mil. And then the rest of the loots was just kind of trivial. So... yeah, overall a fantastic trip. We made a total of 69 million. Let's examine that bad boy, get the exact price, examine the cash monies. 69,646,000 J-pixels within the last day and a half. Well, actually, I guess it's more like 2 days now. So if we add that to our current stack, that brings us up to a happy 264 mil out of our gold to the max cash stack. Alright guys, I'd just like to take a moment to thank you very much for watching the episode. Do let me know down in the below about how you feel about this kind of slightly quicker style. I understand my last videos were pretty long, so I'm going to try and cut that one down for you guys to make it a little bit easier to watch, because 40 minutes is quite long, and it's easier for me as well, easier for everyone involved. But I'd just like to take a quick moment of your time to let you know that if you want to come and join on in, you can watch me live at twitch.tv/Runescape Ace. You can see me there. I'll be streaming almost every single day. Also, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, it helps me out immensely and makes me want to do this a lot more, as well as hitting that subscribe button if you want to see more videos coming up in the future. Alright guys, but that's going to be it for now, and I'd like to thank you all again, and I'll see you all in the next chapter.